Hi, and welcome to the South Elementary Science Lab. I'm here with some fifth graders.
Hi.
And we are going to share with you a little bit about our innovation project. So our project started about a month ago when we decided, my students decided, that they wanted to look into aquaponics and hydroponics and how to grow food with 90% less water. And so they did some research and did some STEM design challenges to get used to the design process. And then afterwards, they started working with a set of constraints to create their own units to grow food with fish. At the same time, we talked with a group of students in Malawi, in Africa, who shared with us that they're going through drought and famine, and that right now, because of a lack of rain and climate change, they're not able to grow food. And so my students are very aware that these units that we're building right now could be used to help people in other parts of the world, like our friends in Malawi. So enough of me talking. Let me have some of my students show you around and show you some of their projects, right? So go ahead. Why don't you take us over to your project and show us what you got? Go ahead, Frank.
All right.
Okay. So this is Frank.
Hi.
And we have about 15 different units around the room. So this is the unit that Frank and his team built.
This is my project. Me and two other kids built this project. And basically there's a water pump. This is where the water is. There's a water pump in here that has a long tube that's in here. And this tube right here pumps water in here. And it floats, all the water floats up until it reaches this tube right here. And it goes back down into the bucket. So it keeps on watering the plants. And that's how, and then...
So how are the plants going to get their nutrients?
From the fish's poop.
Yeah, so the fish are going to go to the bathroom, and that's going to provide the plants what they need, and then the plants are going to filter out the water and make it cleaner for the fish. So right now you'll see some of our units don't have water in them because we just bought fish yesterday, and we need to make sure that we have the water treated correctly before we put them back into the unit. So some of them are not quite operational yet. All right, who would like to show their project next? All right, Aiden, take us over to yours.
We built a very simple float bed. It's just a piece of styrofoam covered in duct tape, so little styrofoam pellets would fall into the water, and the fish wouldn't eat them. But basically, when the fish swimming around is going to start moving the water, and the water is going to run up on the bottom of the plant and give the plant the water it needs, and then the nutrients from the fish going to the bathroom. So, yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things that you'll see in some of the different projects that we have is that we used as many recycled materials as we could. We wanted to make sure that we were not only solving the problem that my students had, but also that we were trying to clean up the environment a little bit. So here's one. This one doesn't belong to anyone in here, right?
No.
Okay, so here's a kind of a cool unit, right? So you have some clay pebbles. Water is being pumped into the clay pebbles right here from below where the fish will be. And inside here, we have a bell siphon that is made from an old 2-liter bottle. So the group cut the 2-liter bottle in half and then drilled holes at the top of it and glued it down to the bottom of this with a hole underneath, so that when the water reaches a certain level, the water will flow back down to where the fish are, and the plants will grow right here in these clay pebbles. So how about one more of you? One more want to show your project? Who's up? All right, take us over, Joe.
Well, this is my project.
Nice and loud so they can hear you.
So what we did was we just kind of took some grow cups and put floaties on them, so they just kind of float in the water. We couldn't get it to stay up with only 2 plants, so we had to put an extra one in.
So tell me about what's the clear hose that's going into your tank right there? What's that for?
This is for the air pump.
Okay.
That gives it air for the fish to live.
Mm-hmm.
The plants get its nutrients by when the fish poop and give the plants nutrients, and yeah.
Good. All right, so that's a little bit about our innovation project. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon.